That's all right, not a problem.
The same, and now I don't know. We're taking the choice, but yeah.
The fourth row of the grid. Of course, he went down twice here on Friday as well. In cool fan base is growing. Maverick Vinales here from fourth on the grid. Well, his pace is brilliant. He has been in great champion. Would we be watching the same sort of racing we are today if it weren't for the likes of Jorge?
About to close the year with yet another one. It's here in Valencia, a front row that's led by Fabio Quartararo, world champion Marc Marquez. So on that third row of the grid, Petrucci, Polispargo on the podium here. His final appearance in the World Championship after an incredible 18-year Grand Prix career. He's in 16th place. You can see how much Jorge Lorenzo has meant to the MotoGP World Championship for nearly 2 decades. I've never...
First two rows, I've been wrong. He always goes well in the race. I'm curious what you think.
That there are 99,000 fans here in Valencia. As we look here at launch control, getting ready for Jack Miller.
The last time he did it on the front row.
Lights out here in Valencia. Great start from Miller. Not a good start from Marquez. Looked like Quartararo didn't get away to it.
And he didn't want to lead, but he probably would lead. He was absolutely bang on the money with that prediction, although Quartararo picks him up out of...
But it is Quartararo who leads. He said he needed to lead, and he does. He's gone through on Miller.
Marquez up the inside of Vinales, the grunt off the line, but what a launch by Rins.
Yamaha, Ducati, Suzuki, Ducati. So Maverick Vinales, experienced Italian, second in the World Championship for the third time in a row, is up into a podium position.
Has he got the inside line? He has, and Marquez using the power of the Honda as well. He just outguns.
So he knew his best chance of winning today was to get out front and try and break. That's exactly what he's trying to do here in the early stages. There he's got me then.
Boost. He wasn't as quick in race trim as Marquez and Vinales, but crucially, he made the start, was aggressive.
The inside, is he into the final turn? Blocked pass, neatly done, no problem whatsoever. Marc Marquez.
Showdowns in 2019, it would perhaps be fitting that we ended 2019 with another battle royale.
Cooler here this afternoon than it was compared to yesterday. It's windy if you're offline, it's treacherous. Marc Marquez
making any real inroads towards Dovizioso and Rins ahead of him. He's got Franco Morbidelli for company as well. Perfect time to ride.
If you can get out front, you're fine because you can run your lines. That's the best part of the Yamaha, but if you're mired in traffic...
And beat him late on. We saw it in Buriram as well. Miller was in hot in the first corner. He's under real pressure now from Alex Hero with this. He's in a tussle with Miller.
Marquez will be fancying his chances right now. He would have expected to see...
Earning better than in previous years through these tight infield sections. They've got the grunt down start-finish race, so it's difficult for Rins to...
Valencia.
Leclerc's been sensational all weekend. He's not looking like a rookie at all. He's been absolutely awesome. The braking zone for turn 2, Dovizioso lethal on the brakes, and the Ducati's got such phenomenal fame. Just up the inside of Fabio Quartararo to take the 2019 World Championship, tailor-made for Marc Marquez. Fast, long, sweeping, spinning the rear tyre. That's what a dirt track be.
And then into the awkward right hand at turn 4. He's crashed here already once this weekend.
Half a second clear of Joan Mir. Rossi struggled as well early doors. He's only in 9th.
Around turns out here as he closes in on Fabio Quartararo with only 5 laps gone.
It's been a good 6 lap list for Jack.
So look how much time the Yamaha lose in a straight line. It's been the same story all year. It's something that they're doing.
Boffins now to get into gear. Now look at that, the live team championship. Can you believe it? They are locked greatest ever achievements in MotoGP. It's racing against teams that have top.
The ironic thing is 420 of those points will have been courtesy of Marc Marquez.
Yeah, he's on course to be the first.
But here comes Marquez now. Is he close enough? Probably not on this occasion into turn 1.
Joso, of course, if you believe all the insane, crazy rumours going around about a late reshuffling of
that here today. Close as they head into turn 7. Of course, Miller is hoping these to engage. Right side, Marquez will have the inside line, crucially though, and he barges his way through on Quartararo.
Pace on that hard rear tyre on FP4 yesterday is absolutely staggering. Nobody was anywhere near him.
It was tight. He was trying to retaliate Fabio Quartararo. There just wasn't enough room.
With him as well. Alex Rins has just got down to 1:31.350, which is his best lap of the race. So the Frenchman at the moment has got nothing in his locker to retaliate. And here comes Miller as well, who's already advanced.
But Fabio Quartararo.
Yeah, interestingly, Miller, Dovizioso and Rins were all actually slightly...
Lorenzo on his final outing is in the 18th. 1 place behind Ike Lekawona, who's still having a great battle with an absolute legend.
Not the ending that he would have wanted. So there'll still be some emotional scenes post-race. for Jorge Lorenzo.
Jack, this is the Maverick Vinales of old, isn't it? This is sort of the Maverick that we were really struggling to predict earlier on in the season.
His season's ending in frustrating fashion. That is a fast crash at the front.
And Miller with Dovi and Rins shadowing him. It's further behind those. It's Morbidelli, Vinales, Mir and Rossi. And
sensational. You look at the riders and their level of experience behind him. Mika Kallio was a race winner in 125s at Moto2.
Yeah, Marc Marquez in the 18 races we've contested and watched so far this year has picked up 17 podiums. The other day, as long as Fabio was on the podium, he'd be happy. He didn't want a repeat performance of Sepang. So far, so good.
Just keeping that gap just over 0.6 of a second. It's the same gap between Marquez and Quartararo that
exists with Dovi of late in particular. In the last quarter of races has been far quicker than anyone.
Offering anything to give Morbidelli any kind of headache whatsoever.
I mean,
you're going to beat Marc Marquez. You cannot be brilliant, awesome, phenomenal in Malaysia one weekend and then 2 weeks later turn B. Nobody's been able to touch him in terms of consistency. There's another top 2 finish beckoning here to just to be able to do this year in, year out for the next 3 or 4 years. This is an exceptional season from Marquez. Stick one in his ribs, week in, week out.
He fluffed the start. I mean, that's the only thing he has done wrong.
What he did to Andrea Dovizioso, that was one of the best starts I think I've seen all year. Malik's Rins absolutely sensational.
About it coming together here. Now this looks horrible. What's happened here? Nikola Kawona.
Very cold, it's very, very windy. I wonder how these cold conditions have any impact on tyres. Background as well, he's a Marco on that stretcher. Let's hope he's okay because he's supposed to be testing 3 bikes next week, a Honda, a Ducati.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, yeah. He was holding his thigh, which, I mean, if he's done something to that...
Marquez still 6/10 clear of Fabio.
Representatives on circuit right now. He's watching Magic Mark out front. We're past halfway distance as 12 into the final point-taking position.
Which, of course, is another point towards the Ferrucci. It's very, very cold. It's very, very windy. I wonder how these cold conditions do not want to see. We saw a motorcycle hit Tito Rabat at Silverstone last year. He's going to be flip cycling, didn't he? It was horrible.
Simon, I believe you've got Piero Teramasso with you.
I have, because I'm really...
You know, the Suzuki is very gentle on the tire, so they can manage to use the soft compound a little bit soft, because he must be drop a little bit more compared to the hard one. This is from the data we saw. And then you lose the grip.
Thank you, Piero.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks very much to Piero Teramasso. Okay, to live with the pace now of Marc Marquez.
Yeah, we're coming towards the critical phase of the race from what Piero tried down now. These cool conditions are starting to catch out a lot of riders. Franco Morbidelli's out at standing dominant race victory, which will seal the triple crown for Honda. He took the rider glory.
Victory over Fabio Quartararo, but Fabio will be happy with this second place, you know. I don't think many people tipped
like the year that Fabio Quartararo will be the top Yamaha finisher. So more kudos to him as well, as there's a pretty good way. You're only getting right up close and personal to the gravel trap.
On board here with Fabio Quartararo. Pressure for now in the fight for third place. That would be an excellent third.
New challenger has come to the fore. That man there on the Petronas Yamaha SRT machine, Fabio Quartararo, on that LCR Honda into turn 6, and then a few seconds later, while he was just walking off
Zarco, so it's really nice to see that he looks relatively okay.
I think the next time he finds himself walking through a gravel trap, he'll be defeated here by Repsol Honda. And Marc Marquez has taken off to the Pramac Ducati man. So there's a bit of bragging rights going on down the Bologna.
Barro then 1.6 down now in second. We're on board in the battle for fourth with Andrea.
Now within a second of Fabio Quartararo. That's the first time that's happened.
Is it a similar problem to what we saw for Fabio in Malaysia? There's a man who's got a busy couple of days ahead. Fabio
is well on course now for yet another victory. This would be his 95th, slightly quicker than Quartararo again last time around by about a 10th of a second.
Too high for the rest to even get close to.
You won't want to relax too much then, Marquez, because you don't want to let the temperature drop out of those tyres. Here's Jorge Lorenzo at the moment. He didn't start practice, he was too young. Came into action on Saturday morning. And here he is after 18 years.
This race here today, and a lot of them are here because of Jorge Lorenzo. We're not witnessing.
So Jack Miller, what does he do now? Does he stick or twist, because he's got to save third place here?
He's matured somewhat over the last 12 months, hasn't he, Jack Miller? He might just think that this is
Another lap about to be chalked off by this man, Marc Marquez, who's been pocket.
It really has been.
Yeah, I don't think years get too much better than that for Marc Marquez. Here he comes in, lap and a half.
Even though everything seems like it's perfectly under control right now for his Repsol Honda rider on lap with a 1.5 second buffer here.
Yep, threat the Prosecco yet again, because Marc Marquez to his brilliant, sensational rookie season with another podium finish. He's a second clear of Jack Miller.
It looks like the podium is set here.
Out of turn 6.
Lorenzo's pit board being prepared as he comes to the end of his final lap.
But once again, Marquez takes it.
Marquez is the master of 2019 and he 99. Here comes Rossi, not the day he wanted. 8th place finish for the Doctor. Celebrations for
champion. Jorge Lorenzo says goodbye to MotoGP. Thank you for the memories, Jorge.
From Danny Jack in a great 3rd place to end the season for Jack Miller and the Pramac team.
And a lot of behind, so it doesn't matter who's behind. We have to look forward. He rides.
When we return, you're watching MotoGP.
Being the very, very best. Sure that right now is trending. Nothing I've ever seen in my time in the MotoGP paddock were delivered and produced by that man on the screens right now, Jorge Lorenzo. A warm embrace, that's fantastic to see there. Jorge Lorenzo getting a big hug from... And this man certainly is as well. Above the opposition in 2019.
Well, it's been a one-man demolition job, hasn't it? Quite frankly, I mean, he has...
Reflection, it's one podium in the last 15 races for Alex Rins. That's not going to be troubling Marc Marquez.
But fun race, you know. They go quickly when you're like that and you're just constantly chasing, so it was awesome
to really make this season, because, you know, it was not an easy one, and yeah, really looking forward for next year because we will be stronger.
Try to achieve the team championship, and of course all the Repsol on the team deserve this championship because they did an amazing job.
Here is the king of 2019. The golden boy at HRC has delivered yet another 6-year-old Spanish rider. The numbers continue to stack up. That's his 134th career podium.
Simply unstoppable in 2019 for the 12th. Some fireworks in the past for Jorge Lorenzo.